So guys, I think we're going to start because we have to go if you guys are okay. So today, last day of the hackathon was yesterday. We got all the submissions, 25 of them. I'm right now I'm organizing the files so that it's easy for the jury to go through all of this. You've done an amazing job documenting stuff and giving us the links, etc. So it shouldn't be that much of a problem. So this came from TokenTrev, like this idea to do a presentation day. Actually, we didn't think about that because we wanted to keep the whole thing online. So I think it's a great idea. 7 of you proposed to do a small presentation. So let's go. I think we'll start with CryptoKist, Rakku, because they asked if they could go first, if that's okay with you guys. I will use the chrono on my phone to remind you when it's time to wrap it up. And I think that without further ado, can you share your screen, Rakku, if you start?
Oh, yeah, sure. Let me share my screen 1 second.
Yes, so it's working.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah,
I mean, just go for it. 5 minutes. If someone has I'll ask every time if someone has a question quickly at the end, but I'll try to keep the questions for later. So if you have questions, the best thing would be that you write them in the chat so that I can then ask them later if that's okay with you. Thank you, guys. The Rakku, I'm starting the chrono now.
Yep. So hi everyone. I am Kist from Rakku team. We are a gaming platform. We're building a gaming platform on Alephium, if that's how we say it. Basically, simple games like coin flip, rock paper scissors, where you can bet against the house and earn more Alph tokens, and also we would have a revenue share mechanism, sort of like DJ and coin flip on Solana. It's a great. It generates a lot of revenue for the ecosystem. So yeah, the project we decided to build this time was called DEX Tools. Basically, something like what we usually use as crypto investors, like DEX Tools or DEX Screener on Ethereum. It was really lacking in the ecosystem. So this is a live website for DEX Tools. We have blocked out the things we have on the other pages. One other thing is that this data is live up to yesterday. We are not running the live listener because it's not stable right now. We're still trying to figure out how to make the listening to events a lot more stable so that we can get the transactions in a stable manner. So we collect all the information off the blockchain, we run our own nodes, and then we also backfilled all the data from the starting of each pair. So it's not really data is not really from yesterday, but it's from the starting of each pair, and you'll be able to see the tickers, the price data you can filter by day, by month, and for people who likes to do technical analysis on ecosystem tokens, this would be a very good tool to use. I think these tools are mostly one of the core tools in each ecosystem. I know in Terra, there's, in Cosmos, there's CoinHall, which is actively used. DEX Tools, DEX Screener is really very much used. So that's why we decided to build this. Yeah, it's actually pretty simple. That is basically core of what we built. The backend is a bit not stable right now, so it may fail. But this is what we built. I can quickly go through like the architecture we have. So we have the Alephium full node, which we run on Flux, and the listener, which actually listens for all the transactions and writes it to our database. And then we build all the candles based on the transactions for each pair. And of course, integrate with TradingView, which is this widget which you see here, with the correct specifications given by the TradingView team. So this is sort of like the architecture we have. We would add a lot more stuff to this, like the market cap, transactions, and also since we collected all the transactions, we can also indicate when you connect your wallet, we can indicate when you made a purchase, when you made a sell. So yeah, we have a lot of things we want to do. We're not also, bound by one DEX. We can, if there's more than one DEX coming up in Alephium, then we can integrate that as well. So this is what we aim to do, and this is like a POC of what we could do. Yeah, and I guess that is it for my presentation. If you guys have any questions, you can ping me on the Discord. Yeah.
Thank you. That's awesome.
Uh-oh.
Perfect.
Yeah. We will try to look into the font. Yeah.
That's really nice. CGI has a quick question because we have like maximum 1 minute for this.
Yep, sure.
No, I just click on the wrong button. Sorry, I wanted to.
Okay. So thanks a lot for your presentation and the energy in general in the channels.
No worries.
We'll move to the next one. So then it's actually your turn, CGI, or I don't know who Amadeus is presenting, maybe the No Trust Verif team for the Tipbot.
Yeah, I will present.
Okay.
I have a presentation. It will be.
You can share your screen. I will restart the timer now. Thank you.
Perfect.
There we go.
So you see the screen, right?
Yes.
Perfect. So yeah, for the hackathon, we decided to go for a Tipbot just to be able to tip Alephium tokens and other tokens. We use like Lightning Tipbot for inspiration. It's a Tipbot that can be used on Lightning Network on Bitcoin. We wanted to develop a user-friendly and functional demonstrator like a POC to be able to quickly and fastly tip people on Telegram to boost the Alephium adoption. The user interface is pretty simple, so you just have to start with a DM, and from there you will receive an address, and then you can just send Alph to this. And we have another function, which is you can tip people who don't have an account yet. So if you like something like you want to answer reply to a message, you can just tip the person, and then the person will have to DM the bot to start his wallet. This is nice because you can send Alph to anyone, even if they don't started the discussion with the bot. You can withdraw your account, and you can add some Alph in it. Yeah, if you want to go and test it, you can just use the tip Alph bot on Telegram, or you can wait on someone who will reply to one of your message to receive some Alph. The technology is pretty simple. We use the Alephium SDK and SQLite for the database. It's on TypeScript. We use Telegraph.js. It's a wrapper for Telegram bot on TypeScript. It works pretty well. A lot of things are already being done. So yeah, we really enjoy using it. We use the Alephium client through the SDK to query full node, like the UTXO consolidation, wallet management, and transfer. So everything, when you tip someone, it will go on chain. So we only store your address linked to your username, and we don't store anything else. So when you do a tip, it will start a transaction, and then you will have to wait like 64 seconds and soon 16 to be able to receive the tip. It's modular too. We aim to add a Discord in the Discord too. be able to tip people on Discord. And it connects with our Alephium full node, so we are autonomous even if the Alephium nodes have some problem. Just something about the data management. It's a custodial wallet, so it means that we have the key and we manage the token. We have access to your token, but it's not something. It's not very bad because we aim for UX and mostly user experience to be able to use the application, and then we don't think and we hope people will not use this as a primary wallet. Yeah, as I said before, we only store an index and derive each address for this. We don't have access to the message, so even if you add it in a group, we don't have access to what it says in the group. It could be something pretty interesting if you have a group that you want to keep things private. And yeah, for the future developments, we already submit, but for the future, it will be multi-super token to be able to tip Alph, IN, NGEU, or other tokens on the Alephium ecosystem. We aim for integration with dApps like IN to be able to swap directly from the bot or to bet directly on AlphBet. And let's see when the hackathon is done if we want to add some new dApps. Yeah. As I said, we will add Discord implementation too. And we already have some stats I can share there. We have 120 addresses running, and the TVL is 58 Alph for now. So yeah. And yeah, it's done for my and multilingual support. So yeah, I'm done for this presentation.
You're on mute.
Yeah, you're muted, Vlad.
Hey, that's why. Okay, thank you. Can you send the presentation in the Discord afterwards? That's awesome. Great presentation. Almost on time. I appreciate you guys. It's awesome. So no limit to the amount you can tip. That's perfect. I'll ask Token Trev to take the stage now. I mean, the team, ChronoSwap, right?
Hello, yes. My name is Trevor. I'm here with Dan and Matt, and we're the ChronoSwap team. I'd just like to say that we've never done a crypto project before. We were completely new to this sort of ecosystem. So, yeah, but I just want to say we've learned a whole lot of information these past 2 weeks, and we just want to say thank you for your amazing documents. They're really concise. We managed to get all of your scripts up and running with ease. So I'll now hand you over to Matt, who's just going to walk you through the slides and then a little live demonstration.
Thank you.
Yes, hello. I'll just share my screen now. Entire screen. There you go. Am I live? Yes.
Yes, perfect.
Oh, perfect. So yeah, ChronoSwap team. As Trevor said, we're new to the Alephium ecosystem, and we've sort of been spending the hackathon researching and learning Ralph smart contracts and developing a DEX for the Alephium blockchain. So yeah, we sort of seeking to. Our goal here was to build a DEX that connects all the tokens native on Alephium, but with the vision in the future to implement like cross-chain bridges to different ecosystems, sort of engage more people with Alephium as it gets recognized, and yeah, have like the core DEX functionality like our own native token, staking rewards, and a couple of unique features that we're looking to add to the platform. I thought we'd just dive straight in for a demo of what we've developed so far. So this is our DEX landing page, and then we have currently this is running on the dev network locally, and we have a wallet connected here, which I'll show the extension loading up, and of course, So we can connect our wallet. We have all the core functionality so far that you'd expect from a DEX, such as selecting tokens, swapping. We can add new pools to the DEX, which I'll run you through here. So we have deployed our current in development native token ChroneX, and we will create a pool with Alephium, which can be done like this. So we've deployed a bunch of contracts to the DevNet, which we're interacting with now, and now we have a pool. We can add some liquidity to this pool. I will just quickly add like 1 million tokens and 1,000 Alph. Let's add this. Boom. And then we can successfully swap into those into that pool and swap tokens between Alephium. Let's swap 1 Alephium and receive back some of our native token. We've got the like ratios pricing being like displayed here, and this is all fully working. We can sign this transaction, and once this completes, we should receive a token pair here. And currently we have almost 1 million Alephium on the dev wallet, but that balance will have increased with the swap that we just done there. And we've also received our like LP token pair here, which brings me back to the slides, which takes us to our roadmap, where we are currently in Q1, where we've sort of run you through our proof of concept that we're developing and the hackathon. And looking forward into the next few months, we're looking to finish the core functionality, which will be being able to stake those LP tokens that you just saw, some more smart contract development, improving our native token, stuff like that. And then moving into later in the year, Q3, we want to sort of do an investment round and deploy to the mainnet and have a fully functioning DEX that can swap between Alephium native tokens. And then, our vision for this platform is to enable other blockchains to connect directly to Alephium. So we're going to, towards the end of the year, start implementing cross-chain bridges with popular networks such as like Ethereum, Polygon, Solana, etc. And then obviously continuous development into the future. And that's sort of what we have achieved for our hackathon. It's been great, like learning Ralph smart contracts, how that all works. And yeah, we look forward to developing this platform further. Is there any questions?
Someone asked, like, what would be the main difference with IIN as you see it today?
Yeah, so what we're hoping to bring to the table here is the cross-chain bridges. We want to enable like quicker like engagement with the Alephium platform. So we'll have all the core functionality like any DEX would have, but also it's really that cross-chain bridges that we're going to be implementing over that.
We also look to have unique rewards, which AIN doesn't currently have, such as the ability to reduce transaction fees based on the volume being traded. So we're looking at putting that in our contracts as we develop them.
Awesome. Thanks a lot. Again, I'm completely impressed with the celerity. I appreciate that a lot. It looks really good. Thank you. Thanks for building here. Let's go to Floris and to Floppy for Lynx. Is it you who's presenting?
Yes. Thank you, Vladimir.
Welcome.
My name is Floor. I'm here with Radu. We work together on Lynx Labs, and end of last year we became extremely interested in peer-to-peer solutions. Actually looking at some fiat on-ramp solutions and peer-to-peer lending, peer-to-peer trading. Actually something that's been not really explored enough on a lot of blockchains. And in the same time, we got introduced to Alephium. And from that point on, we actually decided in collaboration with the Alephium team to start on a OTC trading platform. So I can, let me share that screen actually. I mean, most of you probably already seen it through all the socials we shared already, but our main focus is always on usability and making it like the best user experience you can have. The position here in trading is the trading itself is not on the scope of the hackathon. So because we were already working on the trading part, we really wanted to go into the lending part because that takes much more smart contract interactions, and we really wanted to dive into that. So we came up with adding a peer-to-peer lending. First, we thought it had to be like extremely complicated because there's no oracles yet. So we were thinking about how about liquidation principles and stuff like that. But we decided that's undoable to come up with that in 2 weeks. So we decided to come up with the simplest solution, which is just a straight peer-to-peer loan where the lender basically decides on what he offers, what he wants in return, and the duration of the loan. It's risky because there's no liquidation set, but it's just a simple time-based loan. So for a user, it will basically mean that it's important that they keep the duration low to make sure that there's no spikes in collateral value, and they would lose the value of their loan. Yeah, from back-end perspective, what we've got so far is we got the contracts done. We struggled a little bit with connecting the contracts with the front end. We took a couple of days to figure some bugs out there. We got that running now, but it's not ready, in my opinion, for releasing it on testnet. So we'll probably need another week or 2 weeks to improve it, and then we can release it to the testnet and let the people play with it. And the same actually goes for trading. Front end wise, yeah, it's really simple. You connect a wallet. Let me, for instance, connect the extension, which was already saved. So let me. And of course, now there's no balance. I'm sorry. Okay, this is because it's connected to DevNet. Yeah, it's not. It's connected to DevNet. I'm sorry, but so I can demonstrate that right now. But anyway, it's the most simple way. You select a token you want to loan. You put in the amount of interest you want to get, and you set a collateral against it that you require for the borrower to send in, and from there you're looking for someone that wants to go into that deal with you. The amount of interest is based on time. So if the borrower pays back like in half of the duration, he only pays like half of the interest. We set a minimum for that to be at least always half. So if someone just plays around and tries to pay back within a minute, at least there's always some payback in that kind of sense. I mean, we have some theories and some concepts about how to expand it with Oracle free lending, but for this time frame it was actually impossible. But we are definitely diving into that and trying to get this platform more evolved, because in my opinion, peer-to-peer trading is, or peer-to-peer anyway, anything peer-to-peer can be really big and really important in cryptocurrency land. I don't know if Radu has anything to add.
Yeah, just a couple of things. One, I think, so front-end wise, we decided to go with Vue because we've been using Vue for quite some time now, and we are like just comfortable with Vue. But you guys have like amazing libs that are like for React. So if we would have went with something like React, something would have been a bit faster on front-end side. But it's all good. So for everyone that wants to like build something, I guess if you just choose something like Next or like something that just React based, would be a lot easier to make use of the great hook clips that Alephium team built. That's one thing. The other one is that, yeah, peer-to-peer trading lending, as Flor said, I think it's not explored enough. Like over-collateralized lending, I think it's been done already. It's pretty good, but I think under-collateralized lending is still unsolved, I would say. So yeah, this is like I think an experiment from our side and see how it's gonna work. And but yeah, we're already thinking like about things like credit score and yeah, essentially just ways to get it as close as possible to yeah, to a loan that you would get from the bank, where you don't have to like deposit like 150% of the amount that you borrow. So yeah, I'm excited. I think it's gonna be some really good brainstorming sessions in the upcoming weeks, and yeah, see what we can come up with.
Thank you.
Yeah, last thing from my side, again, great documentation. I think somebody already mentioned it. Yeah, personally, I picked up the documentation like when the hackathon started, and yeah, in one day it was up and running. So props to the team for the docs. Yeah.
Thank you, Radu. Thank you, Floris. And now we know where we can lend some money to buy a few beers and a few cheese and a few coffees and a few chicken for our next presenter, who's selling all sorts of food, including live food. And I'm talking about ducks. So, Reed, you're next.
Hi. So I submitted for a project, so I'm concerned if I can squeeze it all into the 5 minutes, but yeah, I guess
I'll give you a little bit more. You can have 7.
Excellent. Let me just figure out how to share my entire screen here. Okay. And I assume you can see. So the first thing, I'll go kind of quick, is the...
Yes, now we can see.
Is the Alephium vending machine. So this is kind of a novel concept for minting new NFTs, and this was a little bit of a side quest we went on while we were waiting.
Are you guys seeing your screen?
Sorry, is it working?
I don't see your screen. I see your... Yeah, now I see it.
Okay. Sorry about that. This is kind of a little side quest that we went on while we were waiting for nodes to sync for the main project. And this came out of after the first open office call. People were joking about not having any office snacks, so we thought this would be sort of a fun little way to fill that gap. But yeah, basically, so we have a limited inventory of each NFT, and then you can pick which one you would like, and you can go ahead and mint it. We have live notifications, so if anyone else mints an NFT while you're on the page, you'll get a notification that, like, you know, tacos are running out or cheese is running out, which just kind of adds like a little fun little element. I think it's like a little FOMO, a little sense of urgency, but it's, you know, just fun food, so it's not real. Yeah, so this is the first non-dead rare NFT contract, I believe, and yeah, kind of a novel minting solution. Next up would be our indexer. So we built an indexer, which it's got a plugin system, so you can easily develop and add new plugins, and they all work independently. So we have tokens, we are indexing all blocks, we have everyone's balances, and then we have AN pools and AN liquidity events, so like minting and adding and removing liquidity, and pools would be all swaps, so we can do a lot with all that data, of course. Unfortunately, our production deployment, which I'm on now, is missing events, so we don't have those available, but if you run this locally, that all works well. And then on a similar note, we expose all the data through a Swagger API. So here you can get anyone's user balances, you can get information on any tokens. You can look it up by address, symbol, or ID. We have full information on holder counts and circulating supply calculated by the sum of everyone's balance, basically. So this would always be the actual circulating supply on chain. Yeah, and then you can look up for an individual token. You can look up and get. I believe right now it's set to the top 100 holders, but of course this could be modified to be as many or as few as you want. And then we have a similar thing for NFTs. So this is there's currently a bug, so we don't have all NFT collections, but we're working on that. Shouldn't be a big deal to add. And then we'll have all the NFT collections here. Same deal. You can get all the holders. You can look up all the holders of a particular collection and look up various stats about NFTs. And then for prices, same thing. So we set it up so when you look up the prices, you get an average price of all the different markets available. And for the sake of the hackathon, to be quick, we added CoinGecko because they have an API and it was just the easiest price source. But in the future, we'll add AN as well. So then we'll have multiple price sources. And if more DEXs come out, we'll add them as well. And the cool thing about that is we'll be able to spot arbitrage opportunities here. And in combination with the AN liquidity or the pools and liquidity indexers, we'll be able to do things like add real-time shares per DEX. And yeah, so that should be pretty sweet. Jumping forward to the dashboard here, this is kind of the UI for exposing everything. So you can just view anyone's address here. This is one of mine, so you can view it. It loads super fast. We planned on doing staked on AN, but we didn't have time, and NFTs don't have prices yet. But we have a list of all your wallet balances and all collections that we currently support. So yeah, you can also, if you don't want to paste it in, you can connect the wallet and it'll automatically use whatever wallet you connect to. Or the other option, you can connect Discord here. It'll pop up, will open up. You can authorize Discord and it takes a second. Once you have Discord open up, then the settings button will work. And you can save, you can add whatever wallet, you can delete, you can manage any wallets that you want to track here. And once you're in the settings, you can click on the wallet and it'll take you right to the overview page for that wallet. So it's pretty handy to be able to manage and track multiple wallets here like that. On the main page, I forgot to mention, but of course we have light and dark mode. And you can also choose your preferred currency. So right now we're using USD or a few of the top tokens here. So Bitcoin, ETH, and Alephium, and this will convert all currencies across the entire site into your chosen currency. Moving along, we have tokens. So this is going to be new tokens, but right now we don't have proper timestamp saved for when we first contacted these tokens. So currently it's just a list of all available tokens. This is all verified tokens. You can get the Explorer address, link to the Explorer if you're doing some research for whatever reason, logos, etc. And then we also have all unverified tokens. So you can kind of, once we get these sorted by the newest, you'll be able to spot like newly deployed tokens here. We'll be able to add like live updates, have a live feed for new tokens. This also includes, of course, like all LP tokens. You can do things like view holders, see various other alternative deployments that never quite made it, I guess. Get some stuff. I noticed, like, I have no idea. There's some new tokens here that just got deployed today, so it's kind of good for doing your little research. We also have holders. Currently, we're only displaying the verified tokens for the holders list, but we have holder data for all of them, of course. So you can click on any token, get the holder list. Yeah, and so like I said before, currently, just for performance, this is only the top 100, but yeah, we can expose like all holders for all tokens and all verified and unverified. Likewise for NFTs, so we have, these are all our currently processed NFTs, which of course there's many missing, but I would say nice things are you can link to the Explorer so you can check what's going on there, and also a link to Dead Rare if you want to check how things are going there. And yeah, I think the final thing here is we also have holders for NFTs, so you'll be able to see which wallets are holding Yeah, the most of each collection, basically. And you can go kind of explore that. Right now, the links go to the Explorer, but you can always just go back to the homepage here, hit view, and see what they're holding. So this person's got a whole bunch of stuff. Yeah, anyway, so
thank you.
Moved pretty quick. I think I probably missed a bunch, but I think I caught a lot. So thank you.
Well,
thanks for.
You've been really good. Like, it's exactly the timing, and I mean, what a tool. I'm gonna have some time to explore it. Thanks a lot, Reed. We'll now move to Intrepid, which has actually done a very great thread today. Where are you, Intrepid?
I'm here. I'm Intrepid. Hey everyone.
Nice
So I'm
to meet
actually like a miner, but I just started coding last year. So great projects with everyone. I just decided to, let me see if I share my screen. So I just decided to try the Alephium blockchain, and what I did was I wanted to build like a DeFi app with supplying Alph into an interest pool and being able to withdraw Alph from interest pool. So here you can kind of change your wallet style, and then over here, so let's just say we start off with 40 Alph. So if you go to the bottom here, so we have 40 Alph tokens. So if the utilization target was 50%, that gets us to 6%. So assuming the borrowing demand is 20, so 20 out of 40 would be 50%. That gets us to 6%. So what I want to do is implement sort of Ave's curve on having two kind of formulas to determine your interest rate. So then let's just say here, if we wanted to essentially supply 10 more tokens, our utilization would be 40% because we're having more supply. So I'm pretty happy that this kind of works, where you can kind of deposit Alephium and then you sign it. And if you refresh it, now we're at 50, and then the interest rate is 5% now. So it goes down from 6 to 5. And then, yeah, on the reverse side, let's just say we want to move the utilization to 60%. So that would be essentially withdrawing 17. You can just withdraw. So here we're actually authorizing the 17 tokens. And then, so that goes from 50 to 33. So yeah, so you can double check. So that goes to 33. And so then your interest goes to 69.6. So yeah. So slightly above 66. And then, yeah, so then I also did the interest accrual. So that would be based on the block timestamp. So I was playing around with that kind of function. So you can update that to see what the latest interest is. And that's where I kind of ended off. But, just for someone, starting off with coding and software engineering, I thought it was really cool to go through the docs and learn from scratch and, ask questions on Discord. So yeah, that's my hackathon project. Thanks for listening.
Thank you, Intrepid. Really cool. Thank you, Tony, I should say. Then we'll move to Tobias.
Yes, hello, I'm here.
Hey, how are you?
Good, thank you. I'm going to share my screen. So here. Okay, so we actually heard a lot about oracles missing. So we have the vision that we can implement the first oracle on the Alephium network, providing real-time Web2 and cross-chain data feeds. And so our team is Geneva-based, and we're in tech since quite a while. And also we've been on Alephium since day one, providing some cloud mining. For maybe some of you already use our wallet as well. And so we stumbled on the problem everyone else has when we want to build on Alephium. It's most projects we wanted to do are missing an oracle, and it misses price feeds done in a secure way, or random numbers and stuff like this. And so we decided to tackle on the problem with a solution that is well, pretty much straightforward for an oracle, meaning that we take different providers with the price feeds. We're getting some verifications on all the different price feeders in order to make sure that the prices don't have discrepancies between the different providers. We make sure all the data is curated before feeding the prices into the different models, meaning pull request or push request, depending on the type of service we're providing to dApp. So we've got our full code that is open source and available for everyone to view and comment with the different functions. There's currently not many functions. It's we did proof of concept during the hackathon. So we have the concept and architecture of the random function. Also the concept and architecture and plan for the price feeds and price pool. We developed and documented the price pool function using CoinGecko and CoinMarketCap. Of course, it's not production ready, but it's a proof concept that could be used on testnet for other builders. If you guys want to start contributing and providing feedback, it would be with pleasures as well. And we also did a dApp example using our price oracle for others to use. Unfortunately, we did not manage to finish within time for the random numbers with the proof verification. So all the data, the proof concept and the code is available on GitHub. In the presentation, you can click here on the links. So, well, the dApp example doesn't look as neat as all the other UI you saw today. Congratulations for the great UI stuff. We were more the back end on this one, but well, feel free to take what could be useful for your project in the example. And so for the planned features of version 1. We are planning to have a price pool where projects can get prices in a reliable manner and in a secure manner, making sure that the price is not getting tampered, because this is critical for all the different dApps we were looking at, such as lending. Price forgery can easily get in, well, such projects into problems. Same for the price feed. So price feed is essentially a subscription where we're updating in real time an app that needs constant updates. And lastly, we have the verifiable random function that is needed for prediction lotteries, and well, there's tons of applications for random functions. So our plan would be to build this in close collaboration with the different builders that are already on the ecosystem, and of course with in close collaboration with the Alephium team as well, in order to make something reliable and working for everyone. Our vision for V2. It's a long way. We don't have a solid plan yet, but our vision would be to have decentralized governance, to create also a decentralized building where we have open source modules that can be added, and different data providers that could jump into the project as well. And of course, well, creating some kind of incentive for people to provide real data, and so do it like other oracles that are implementing some kind of a staking mechanism that in case of downtime, in case of error, in case of inaccurate data, there's some kind of a slashing mechanism. And so for the next steps, we want to focus on V1. We've estimated some costs where we might invest part ourselves, seek for grants, or look for investors. We're not sure yet how to continue, but we're very determined to continue. And so what we're offering to the new projects on Alephium is, of course, to close collaboration with everyone. And for investors, it's team with a solid track record, high motivation, and an opportunity to work on with us on the first Oracle on Alephium. Thank you so much for your attention, and looking forward for questions, if any.
Thank you. No, I think there was no question in the messages, but thank you for that thorough presentation. That's very impressive.
And maybe just by the way, for the 2 projects before Sezame, there were actually a couple of questions for you in the chat. So if the project that presented before, you guys can have a look. There was a couple of questions for you.
So thank you. We'll move on to the last presenter, Doug Halliday. Are you here? Because Doug Halliday from the...
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, perfect. So please join in the fun, and then I will give a few more minutes to read because he forgot one of the projects that he applied for. So Doug Halliday, the floor is yours.
All right, thank you. Yeah, we're project StarFish identity.
Yes.
Let me wait for this to load up here. Yep. Okay, so here we go. We're enriching identity in Web3 with verifiable profiles. Every Alephium address gets their own profile card that they can customize. Each project within the ecosystem can issue cards to their community member. So you have a Alephium logo for the Alephium 4 project, but this could be any ecosystem project can issue cards, such as NFT project, a DAO, DeFi, any project. And so when they issue to a member, they're issuing verifiable credentials to kind of let people know what role they have or what achievements they have with that project. Each member can also customize their own card with their name, avatar image, and a bio, and their wallet address is listed here as well as a DID. So there's 2 things that we're solving here: identification and verification. So here's a couple ideas that we have as far as future integration. So here's one with integrating into a block explorer. And so I'm sure everybody's familiar with ENS, like Ethereum name service. And so you're not just seeing an address, but you're seeing a name. In this case, you're not just seeing an address or a name, but you can see a full profile that goes along with it. And this profile can be verified by the block explorer as well, because it uses the same signing algorithms. Here's another idea that we have for integrating with wallet. And so the problem that we're solving here is that when you copy in an address for a recipient, there's always that question on the back of your mind: is this the right address? Did I copy it right? Is it going to the right place? And so this can help make that obvious to you, because if there's a profile that's attached to this address, it'll pull it up. And so we have two dApps that we built. One, the website, and one, CLI tools, to show how people can build their cards. Let me see if I can make this bigger. So in this case, I have a DevNet running on my local. I created 4 accounts. They've been funded, and I'll select one, and go through my prompts to build a profile. The name that I'm going to have there, my bio can be anything that I want. And in this case, I'm going to, as just to kind of demonstrate how the credentials look like, I'll add a couple in here. We'll preview that. Of course, it went to the different browser, so I'll just load it in over here. And there we go. So I can come back. I can just to show that I can make changes here, and hopefully it'll show up in the right window this time. View it again. Yep. Okay, here we go. And so this time I'll publish this. And I just did a console dump here just to show you kind of what is being stored. So this is going to IPFS. This is the metadata that is going to be linked to the address. So this part goes to IPFS, the credential down here at the bottom, and you can see the CID. And I will go ahead and register this to that Alephium address. And I'm not sure if I have more time or not, but I now can go to the website demo. And then this is sort of the end-to-end here. I go to account 1, which is the one I registered that IPFS CID to. It will read the contract, pull from IPFS, and display the card here.
Well, thank you, Frank. Awesome. I like how you used Joe Mark's image. There's going to be a bunch of new Joe Marks tomorrow. It's really nice. Thank you. I think we'll, if anyone has a question, again, you can put them in the messages. The UX is really good also. Guys, Reed will finish, will come back to present the Tipbot briefly, and then we'll move to a little bit more of a chatty part of the call. It's going to be a little bit longer than what I expected, but I think it's good. I think that your presentations are awesome and quick, so I appreciate that. Frank, you're still sharing your screen, just so you know. So, Reed, you're back on for a little while.
Hi, sorry.
Yes.
Let me... And yeah, sorry, I just missed the Discord bot, part of the Alphpro, the newly created Alphpro ecosystem. So basically, in a sense, we've built out commands that interact with the same API that in the indexer that I mentioned previously. And so that's kind of nice. You can do things like check your balance. And there's still some formatting work to do, but you can check any wallet's balance super quick and easy. But the one thing I wanted to highlight here really is we have a non-custodial tip bot. So what that means is you tip someone. Right now it's Alph only, but we'll be adding every token, verified, non-verified, and as well as you'll be able to tip NFTs. So soon you'll be able to tip people beer or pizza or whatever you get from the vending machine. For an example, but basically the way it works is you tip someone and it currently prints out a QR code and you can scan that with your mobile wallet. Yeah, so you can just use your regular mobile wallet and it's just like connecting to AN or Dead Rare or any other app. Get a little notification, you connect, and then it prompts you about the transaction, you approve, and then you'll get a little message saying with the transaction ID saying that was a success. So we're still working on UX, but the core functionality is all there. Yeah, so just wanted to share that little tidbit. The other thing is currently there's no usernames. You have to tip the user's address, but soon with the Alphpro website, if you connect with Discord there, we'll be able to grab your Discord ID from that and your main tip wallet connected to Alphpro. So you'll be able to send tips back and forth using your Discord IDs, assuming they have an Alphpro account. Yeah, that's it. That's the last little thing that I wanted to share that I missed. Thank you.
Thank you, Reed. Thanks a lot. That's awesome. Like we're gonna have a lot of Tipbots now, I guess. So thanks for the presentations. I hope you all guys enjoyed see what you've done. I mean, I know for sure I did. Now I would like to ask you a few things. If you want to chat a bit. First, does anyone has to say something about the overall feedback, be it for the code and documentation or for the hackathon itself? Something I've heard multiple times is that the time was too limited. So that's a question I'm asking you. Should it have been longer? Should the next one be 3 weeks or a month? And in terms of dark tools support, can we do more stuff? So yeah, please do it like this. Raise your hand or comment. Let's start with Floppy.
Yeah, I would definitely increase it with at least a week, because most of the I mean, yeah, planning you can do a little bit up front, but if I revert it back to our own schedule, then yeah, 3 weeks would be ideal. And then I think we could have pushed through a launch in 3 weeks. Even the smaller projects, 3 weeks would be nice, probably, because it gives you maybe some breathing air at the end to focus on a little bit more UX or UI. I think 2 weeks was a little bit too short. But in my opinion, it's also good to have some pressure on it. That makes it also gives it some extra dimension.
Okay, thank you. I see the opinions are a little bit mixed on this. It's interesting feedback. So month too long, 2 weeks too short, 3 weeks seems to be a bit of a sweet spot. 2-3 weeks, so that's good. Tobias, do you have anything else you want to add?
Yes, so for us, more than duration, it's also one of the things we've experienced a lot in hackathons. It's the milestones within the hackathon where you start with a concept and then you do a presentation like this one, getting people to talk together already in the first week, showing the plan of each other's like rough plan. So saying, okay, this is a concept, and then moving forward for the different batches, and that helps for helping each other out and getting more feedback of different actors and colleagues.
So because we had 2 calls, right? Did you come?
Oh yeah. So I haven't been available for the call, so that's my bad then. So wrong comment.
No, I was just asking if we needed more than we did.
No. It's but I guess it's more about the milestones. Like to be honest, I didn't I understood it was more like general chat calls and not like presentation calls, and this is why we were focused tunnel vision on building more than actually like getting our head out of the technical stuff.
Perfect, thank you. Some people say for the bounties 2 weeks is enough. Yes. Any other comment in general? Reed.
I think one problem we faced was setting up like production nodes and Explorer APIs, because like the public facing ones are a little too rate limited, so we need to set up our own, and it just takes time and money to get that all set up. So it'd be nice if there was just in general a little more infrastructure available. And I mean, that could have been a good project for someone else too, I guess, during the hackathon. So I don't know, but yeah, I think that was definitely an issue we ran into, and from the sounds of it, Rakku also had a similar sort of issue with stability with the nodes. So yeah, I don't know. Just a more general comment on the ecosystem in its current state, I guess. But
okay, thank you, Kovacs.
Yeah, I think more than the duration itself, it's about announcing the hackathon a bit earlier, a bit more in advance, so that people can basically better plan their own schedules and free up some time in order to be able to work on the hackathon job.
Okay, good point. Good point. Thank you. Is there anything else? We'll have more time. You can also give us feedback in the Discord. I just want to get the vibe while we're all still in this. If that's good for you guys, Cheng, do you want to add something, or Hong Chao, from what you've seen today, or I'll move to the last part of the meeting where I tell what's coming in front of us a little bit? No. So I think we're good for now. So guys, it's perfect. I mean, I like to keep the meetings short, so you make me very happy. So now, I'll ask you one thing. For those of you who have something that is ready to be shown to the public, or for those of you who will get there, please go and put your project on Alphland. It's for us, it's a very convenient way to send onboarding users to the ecosystem, so they go somewhere and they have everything that is in the ecosystem, and they can test. Maud just passed the link. It'd be very nice if you could go create your project there, and if you have any suggestion on how it should be or displayed, you can tag Fugishu in the Discord hackathon. For now, it's only for launch projects. But
no, they added a tag for coming soon project. So if you plan on launching, you can also add yourself. And again, they are super accessible, and so they can they can change a little bit the site to accommodate, because, for example, I think right now they don't have a category for tooling, but maybe it makes sense for them to add. And that actually brings me to another place. This one actually is maybe more suited for toolings and other kind of services to builders. I'm just looking for the repository to paste it. It's called Awesome Alephium, and it kind of we try to keep here a lot of the community contribution to toolings and many other things that can be useful for the rest of the ecosystem. So yes, I will paste the link right now.
Okay, I was looking for it. Perfect. So that's the Alphland part. Tobias, you mentioned it, but I want to remind everyone. We do have an active grants program. It's important for the development of the ecosystem. So obviously not all the projects will win, but like you still may apply to the grants program for this or for something else. By the way, they're not here today, but Cetacean Capital, which is an important partner for us, has also announced its willingness to be able to finance projects, including with significant sums. So if you need to be connected, you can just ping us. And now that's it for the part I wanted to announce today. Now what we're going to do is I'm finishing to prepare the grading sheet. I feel like Maud has something to say.
Yes, just on the grants, just to be clear. So grants, obviously what has been developed during the hackathon is not covered by the grant. Like you can't apply for a grant with things you have already built during the hackathon, because that's kind of part. Let's say, generally speaking, obviously, maybe there's some hedge cases or things like this, but obviously if you continue the development of what you started building in the hackathon or things like that, you can, that's also definitely, that part is definitely possible. just on the grant side. And maybe I can tell you that we have prepared some special hackathon merchandise for you, for the people who participate into the hackathon, and we will contact you about how to distribute that in the coming days.
I wanted to keep that as a surprise for the next call, but it's fine.
Which next call? That's the last call.
Like when we do an announcement, like well, it's fine, it's fine, it's good, it's good. It's nice. That's right.
The people who showed up today, they know.
Yes, you're right. Kovacs, one more question.
Yeah, it's not a question. I just wanted to tell you. I mean, since our project is like a organic growing project at No Trust Verify, we decided to allocate some Alphs as a launch budget, and we are going to spray out Alphs on all the Telegram groups that where we're in. So we really encourage you to do exactly the same and onboard the maximum of people.
Thank you for your unwavering support anyways. And the Tipbot is amazing. I don't know if you guys have tried it. It's, I mean, like we have obviously different Tipbots today, but like the experience is it's very easy to use. It's very convenient. And we already have like 2 or 3 groups in Switzerland where we're using it. And it's actually a cool tool to onboard people. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go head down in the judging part of the hackathon. So now you've worked, now it's our turn to work. We'll update you a little bit later once we see exactly how much time that takes to figure out a date, and probably we'll also do a call, a video call for rewarding the winners, announcing the winners. Someone is joining now, which is precisely the end, but that's fine. So thank you, everyone. If someone has something to say to conclude, now is the time. Otherwise, we're going to close this call and see you soon. Perfect. Thank you, everyone. I'm going to close it now.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Day, evening, whatever.
Bye-bye. Have a great day.
Bye.
Cheers, guys. Bye.
Bye.
Have a good day.